Hi, Kent Chase, PGA Professional. Today we're going to talk about the place. So the place, the way I see it, it's pretty much the most important thing in golf when you actually are swinging the club. Remember, in the past Creating Young Masters videos, we've done a lot of pre-swing, like how to grip it correctly and the value of gripping it correctly, how to posture correctly, the value, how to align yourself correctly. Actually, better order, GAP, gap, grip, alignment, posture. And you need to review those because it's a beautiful thing. If you can grip it, align it, and posture it perfectly, then we can add one more pre-swing that everybody needs to be involved in, which will be on another one of our videos, ball position. But today I'm going to just say, okay, we have good grip, good alignment, good posture. Let's pretend the ball's in the right place, and we're going to learn how to come from the right place during swing. It's the place. The place is everything. It's kind of like in all sports, all great players, whether it's baseball or tennis or badminton or archery, whatever the case may be, even bowling, and yes, golf. Everybody that's successful is coming from the place. So let me just say it this way. When Randy Johnson, he's a Hall of Famer, Major League Baseball player, he was one of the greatest pitchers of all time, but he had this gift of not only throwing the ball 100 miles an hour, but he could throw it over the plate all day long. How in the world could he throw it directly where he wanted, right over the plate at the exact, in the strike zone, 100 miles an hour? It's because he was coming from a place which created a path. He came from a place, so he had to take it back to go forward, and he took it back to the place to go forward. Tennis. Even though the ball's in motion and we're running towards the ball or wherever it may be, forehand or backhand, we have to come from a place. We have to take it back to a place to get it gone or to go forward. So we got to come from the right place. Bowling, we have to take it to a place before we can go forward. We can't take it in unique directions where you can't get the path. I love this one. David and Goliath. Who was the underdog? Probably the underdog in the Bible. Yeah, in the Bible. Goliath, he's this big, huge, 9-foot tall monster of a man, and this little boy is going to defeat him with a slingshot? Really? In the old days, they did a slingshot this way. Nobody really understood that David was a marksman. He was gifted at coming from the place before he let it go. Bam, right in the middle of Goliath's forehead, he goes down, and it was over. Archery, you pull it back. You don't pull it back wherever. You pull it back to the place for the path. Golf, same thing. We have to take it back to this amazing place, which basically creates the availability of the proper path. Do you realize that in my studies over all these years, I've been training golf for, oh my gosh, 30-something years probably, and playing for a living. That and witnessing all these great golf professionals, competing with them and against them, and witnessing amateur golf and all the pro-ams and just people that like to go out and play golf. The people want to get better, so they buy new clubs. It's great if you have a good swing to buy new clubs or to consider being fitted, but if you're coming from bad places, it doesn't matter what club you have, and most people are coming from a variety of unique places. People that you watch on TV, like Tiger Woods, he's coming from this beautiful place that creates the path. So that's what I want us to learn today. What is the place? Yes, it includes a shoulder turn. It includes at least 90-degree shoulder turn, maybe less than 45-degree hip turn, but it includes a full wide arc while we're on this thing called a swing plane, which basically is a shaft line. I'm going to match it at the top. This is matching the angle that the shaft was at address. It's in an on-plane place. Easier said, there's a laser beam coming out of this hole, a laser beam coming out of that hole. There's a target line. This laser beam is going to point on the target line stretching to infinity that way. Now this one is stretching to infinity that way, and now it's still on the target line that way. It's still on the target line way back there. It never goes off the target line. It's always on the target line, still on the target line. That is the place. We turn full, we got 45-degree hip rotation, we're wide, we've got a nice big arc. Shaft is parallel to the original shaft plane at address with this laser beam pointing right on the target line all the way back to all the way forth. We are coming from the place to get the path. Then we get the smash factor, and then we could have something called speed and we can hit the ball really far and straight. All we got to do is square the face. So I'm getting my hands dried off because I want a perfect grip, perfect alignment, perfect posture. Now I'm going to do a little drill. I'm going to bring this up to my sternum right here. So this is pulling against, it's actually, it doesn't quite hurt, but I know there's a little tension there. And I'm going to let my shoulders take this club back, and the club's going to go with it. The swing is a circle, so this club is going to go around me. I'm not taking it down my target line, even though that visual I talked about earlier, the laser beam is pointing on the target line, but this club is going in a circular motion. At the halfway point, you can observe my elbows are equidistant from the ground while I am taking it back on the swing as a circle. That's the arc. The rest of this is just up, complete the turn and up. So I'm going to do it now from here. I feel like it's in my sternum. It's going around me. This is going to stay the same distance from my sternum. Good. My elbows, at the point at which my left elbow is parallel to the ground, my elbows are equidistant from the ground. This is so good. This is perfect. Finish it and repass through that spot, of course, and make impact. Now I'm going to grip it totally like I grip it when I'm hitting a golf shot, and I'm going to copy again. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to take it halfway up, letting the swing be a circle. My shoulders are taking it back to the spot. I'm passing through this spot. I'm calling this a halfway point, really. So I'm taking it past the halfway point where my elbows are equidistant from the ground, completing it, passing through it, and ripping it, okay? So this is up the plane to the place in one motion at this point. So we have to use a little drill like this. Take it back. Have your friend verify, he's standing back there where the camera is, that this is pointing on the target line, the laser beam coming out of that hole, right down that shaft angle. The elbows are equidistant from the ground. Have him verify, and then complete, repass through the place, and you're doing the drill for coming from the place. Because remember, when you come from the place, you get the path, and you get, bam, crazy speed. When you come from any other place, let's say we're doing the drill, and we're in unique places, or other unique places, now it's impossible to get the path. Bam. So now we're at a different camera angle. Now I'm facing the camera, so now I'm going to tell you pretty much what I told you with the down the line camera angle, but now the camera's in front. So we did a little simple drill. We got into our posture that we talked about in creating young masters a couple weeks ago. And we're doing a drill simply with the sternum. It's teaching us that the shoulders take the club back, we don't rock out, we don't rock in. We let the shoulders take it back. Halfway point, we have the elbows equidistant from the ground every single time in this beautiful place. So now we're going to do the drill. So halfway back, complete, make impact. Now I'm going to go down half a notch, and I'm going to copy that. This will stay the same distance from my sternum. Halfway back, elbows are equidistant from the ground. Complete, repass through that place, make impact. Now full swing. Halfway back, elbows are equidistant to the top, pass through the place, make impact. And we're going to do that time after time after time. And remember, from this camera angle, do it with a friend so you can make sure that you're on plane, verifiable by the fact that the laser beam coming out of your shaft is pointing on the target line. So in simple review, the last few weeks we learned how to grip it, how to aim it, how to posture it. Grip, alignment, and posture. Now we've taken it deeper. We're setting up correctly with pre-swing fundamentals, grip, alignment, posture, so we can learn to take it to the place. Remember, the place is verifiable when your laser beam coming out of your shaft is pointing down the target line. So now that we're coming from the place, because we've started in the right place, took it to the right place and understand how, now we're going to learn how to initiate the downswing motion, make impact, and we're going to learn all about the way through, and ultimately in the next few weeks we're going to learn even all the way to the finish. So ultimately the goal would be start in the right place, take it to the right place, which means we're coming from the right place, in a correct direction, make impact, and a particular way through that's going to be some fun fundamentals to learn. We can go to a finish point. Even better, the ultimate is start here, put it there, and go like that to there. And we're going to make it get that easy ultimately. So thank you very much. This has been fun.
This is Ken Chase. Be sure to get a copy of my book, If I Only Had a Mulligan. It is a process I use for developing highly competitive and successful players. Over 50 state high school champions, over 50 scholarships awarded, U.S. Kids World Champions, U.S. Junior Champions, U.S. Amateur Champions, PGA and LPGA touring professionals. Make the most of your time. Remember, how you learn is just as important as what you learn.